Welcome to another Blessed Done. This is another day that the Lord has made. Hope y'all making it a great day, because no matter what you're going through, just know you're going to get through. No matter what you're facing in life, understand that it too shall come to pass. Make no mistake about that now. Let me tell you something. Everything you're going through, everything you've been through, it's been only for your good. You see what I'm saying? Everything you've been facing, it's been only for your good. It's been only to make you stronger, to get you to the next level. You see what I'm saying? If it's no pain, then there's no gain. And we got to learn how to stand through the rain, through the forces of evil. You see what I'm saying? When you got those that's trying to bring you pain and cause you harm, you got to continue to stand. You got to continue to rise. You have to continue to do what God put you here to do. See what I'm saying? Like I said, if it's no pain, then there's no gain. And, you know, the more you love yourself and the more you do right, the more you do right by others, the more God will do right by you. Not everybody's happy for you. Understand that now. Not everybody want to see you happy and see you smile and see you do good. You see? But you got to continue to make your Father proud regardless of what this world say, regardless of what people say. You have to continue to show up every day and giving God thanks, because he give you strength, because he's giving you peace. He's giving you an understanding to be able to make it through this evil world. So, of course, you got a lot to be thankful for. But then when you got these dream killers, these assassinations of character, it makes you want to hide yourself, because you may feel unvalued. You may feel depreciated. But understand that God understands what you are going through. So don't lose hope. Don't lose sight of where you're going. Don't give up when the going get tough. Everything happened for a reason. Everything happened to make you stronger. See, the storm come not to destroy you, but to make you and build you up. You see what I'm saying? So that's why when you are experiencing pain or someone is mistreating you, you don't take it personal, especially on this side, especially when you're doing the will of the Father and you're doing your best to serve him. You're doing your best to please him, but it just seems like evil is always knocking. Evil will never stop. With that being the case, you got to understand you are doing something right. So don't come this far and begin to give up or begin to doubt yourself and feel as if all hope is lost, because it's all about love. It's all about doing what serves the people. You see what I'm saying? It never was supposed to be about how you feel about them or how they feel about you. But feelings are real. And the things that you've been through, the things that you're going through now is real. Your feelings are real. You see what I'm saying? So when you have, when you feeling some type of way about evil, or you don't, you know what I'm saying, you get this gut feeling like something ain't right, that's the Holy Spirit speaking to you or getting your attention. Because when you're a righteous person with a good heart that like to see people do good, this world is going to silence you. This world is going to look past you and think that you're weak, or think that you're too kind, or you too naive to where you don't know what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? You love people on purpose. You know, you do things with a purpose. You move with a purpose. You see what I'm saying? And when you're doing things that's out of this world, you will be hated. You will be crucified. You will have people to try to silence you. You will have people to envy you and try to get you out of character. You see what I'm saying? But see, I want you to understand something. God is turning things around to where people are going to see you for how God called you to be. Now, they may not agree with it. They may not like you. They may can't stand you. But it ain't nothing they're going to be able to do to you but respect you. because you ain't bothering nobody. And you have passed the test of elimination. See, they thought you was the weakest link. They thought they was gonna be able to trick you out your spot and get you removed. You see what I'm saying? But they couldn't do it. So now they don't understand why what they done to you, the attacks that they brought your way, excuse me, y'all. They don't understand why isn't it working. You see what I'm saying? Because you blessed and highly favored. And see, the Most High gonna keep blessing you. The Most High is gonna keep on uplifting you, and you're gonna keep making it through storm after storm. You see what I'm saying? But we can't fold when things get hard. We can't give up. We can't give in. We got to begin to love ourselves. Spend more time with God. Tell God thank you. Tell God thank you for the small things. What's that, y'all? What's that right here? What's that? What's that? Y'all see that? That's something in the clouds. I don't know what that is, but, you know, tell God thank you, you know what I'm saying, for the small things. You know, just giving you life to wake up on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? To do, you know, you know, just be thankful that he wakes you up clothed in your right mind. Be thankful that you are humble. You know what I'm saying? Be thankful that you're not a part of the herd to where you don't have your own mind. You're not being authentic. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got your own voice, your own personality. You stand up for yourself. You know, you just can't be persuaded to do anything because you're standing for something. You're not falling for anything. So you will be hated. You will be character assassinated. You will be crucified. You see what I'm saying? Because that's part of the calling on your life. You know what I'm saying? And don't come this far and give up when the going get tough. You know what I'm saying? When the going get tough. See, we got to understand that this world is filled with distractions. Everything is coming to steal you from your peace. You cannot see the evil that been sent towards you. You cannot see how Satan uses people to go against you. That's why sometimes, you know, you just be wondering what I do to this person, or why they don't like me, or why it seems like the more I try to love them, the more I try to help them, the more they get aggravated and agitated, the more they turn away, the more colder they get. Because it's not for you to change them, it's for you to plant the seed. Once you plant the seed, God will water it. God will grow it. But you have to continue to be obedient. You have to continue to treat people how you want to be treated. You have to continue to show up in love and, you know, take it one day at a time, but stay thankful. Stay humble. Look over your life and look at all the times where God spurred you, God favored you, all the times where you felt like you wasn't no good or you didn't deserve for God to love you. But look at how God continued to show you that he's with you. Look at all the devils and all the giants that call themselves sizing you up and coming up against you. Where are they now? And even if they're around, they don't have the power over you like they thought they had. See, they thought that you was gonna give up, you was gonna quit. They thought they'd be able to tear you down, silence you, make you look bad, gossip about you and have you feeling some type of way. But then each and every time you was under attack, you suffered in silence. You went to God about it. See, they wanted you to retaliate against them. But see, you fighting a whole different fight. You operating from a whole different kingdom. So you gonna be misunderstood before you understood. Understand what I'm saying now? So you don't come this far and start feeling like something wrong with you, or you start to feel like it's getting too hard, I don't know what to do from here. God, if you with me, then why am I going through this? Let me tell you something. When you know that God has been present in your life, in the moment where you begin to feel like he's not in your life, that's the time when he's with you the most, because you are almost there. You are almost having a breakthrough. So that's when distraction comes. You get that phone call, or you get a disturbance, people coming up, popping up out of nowhere, disturbing you, or just want to breathe and play on your phone, because you focusing on what's right. You doing what's right, and you loving yourself, and you loving others around you. See what I'm saying? You never been that type of person to just start a fight. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you start a fight, it's going to be out of love. You know what I'm saying? But even if you start a fight, you're not trying to hurt nobody. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't mean you can't hurt anybody, but that's not your intentions to begin with. You see? So, people always will find fault with you when you just minding your business. When you just doing what you do best. You see what I'm saying? People are always going to find fault. But you have to be the bigger person. You have to be able to see the enemy coming for you. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to understand it's bigger than you. It's not about what you can see. Sometimes it's about what you don't see. It's not about what they say. It's about what they don't say. You see what I'm saying? So you doing right by people, and you showing love to others. You treat them how you want to be treated. And when you don't retaliate in the way that they want you to, or when you don't respond the way that they want you to, now they have to falsely accuse you. Now they have to point the finger at you as if you did something to them. You see what I'm saying? So you have to continue to walk that narrow path. If you fall down, get back up. If you feel like the going is getting tough, keep going. Keep moving. Continue to take steps to get you to where you need to be. Don't accept defeat. Don't allow people to keep you in the dark. Don't allow people to influence you to do wrong or cause you to lose hope. Because God ain't going to leave you. God will never leave you or forsake you. And pain is necessary, even though it don't feel good, even though it hurt, even though you look for the support from those that you'll think that'll be in your corner, but they don't help you. You know what I'm saying? They don't help you. They don't stand up for you. They don't look out for you. But then you got to know that God is looking out for you. You can never be God at giving. So if you're giving love to somebody that's not giving you love back, understand that God is going to fix that situation. Understand that God is already working on that situation. But then you have to let go. You got to take your hands off that situation and let God fix it. Let God work it out. Because God ain't gave up on you. And God ain't left you. He's still with you. So the fact that you're going through trials, you're going through tribulation, the fact that you're dealing with affliction and you got people envious of you, you got people hating on you, you got people just being rude to you, they not being kind to you. It just seems like you're isolated and no one is there to really understand. But I want you to know you're going to be all right. I'd rather be alone than to be around 100 people that don't know me or that's not rocking with me. You see what I'm saying? So this journey is gonna get tough. The going is gonna get tough. But that doesn't mean you give up. That doesn't mean you quit. That doesn't mean you say, God, you curse God and die. No, God ain't gonna leave you. Even if you lose this or lose that, God always gonna be right there with you. God always gonna be standing with you. You see what I'm saying? But you have to continue to stand. You have to continue to be humbled. You have to continue to forgive and show love to people who hurt you. Not for them, but for your own sake. For your own health and strength and your own peace. Because the moment you begin to tie up with people that's argumentative, they like going back and forth, they never got a solution to the problem, that begin to weigh you down because you think it's your job to fix them. You think you gotta help them realize they wrong. They know they wrong, but it's the heart. So if they don't forgive you or they don't apologize, at least you forgive them and you apologize. And when you forgive them and you apologize, God sees that. Because God sits high and he looks low and he sees everything that's happening under the sun. So you can't let the devil win by thinking you got to control something or you got to fix something. Some things are out of your control. Some things, you're not going to be able to control. Some things you just have to let take its course. God did not give us a spirit of fear. So we shouldn't be living in fear. We shouldn't be afraid of tomorrow. We shouldn't be afraid of, you know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be afraid of what somebody say they gonna do. You see what I'm saying? You should be able to wake up every day, clothed in your right mind, knowing that the Most High is for you and not against you. I don't care what you're going through right now. Whatever you got, it's a blessing because, God made you a blessing to be a blessing. So when God made you a blessing to be a blessing, you got to understand that you're going to be taken through the fire. See what I'm saying? You're going to be looking for help. You're going to be looking for somebody to understand you and somebody to talk to, but they won't be able to help you because God got you in isolation. So it's not a time for you to get hard on yourself and say, God is not with me. No, it's for you to keep the faith. You walk by faith, not by sight. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? I understand you may be suffering, you may be going through, you may be being bullied, you may have people harassing you, won't leave you alone, but it doesn't mean you give up and you go and self-destruct. You keep that faith and you keep showing up. You keep showing up, letting God know you got what it takes. And you keep shaming the devil and shaking the devil off. Because you always going to have haters as long as you're doing something right. You're always going to have somebody to have a problem with you just existing. You see what I'm saying? So stop being afraid to live life. Stop being afraid to lose. Stop being afraid to let go. Because what belongs to you, you're going to keep it. If it don't belong to you, it's going to leave you. So why worry? Why not get caught up with God? Why not get caught up with the Most High? You see what I'm saying? Instead of being hard on yourself, instead of beating yourself up, instead of looking for a way out of your situation. See, you don't leave your situation when times get hard. That's the time you fight. It ain't about, every time I turn around and try to make peace, they always being chaotic. What you expect? You're a child of the Most High. You think the devil just gonna let you come in there and be peaceful? You gotta protect that peace. You gotta fight for that peace. You gotta go hard for that peace. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. This world ain't gonna give you nothing. Especially you showing up. Look at this, y'all. I've been live for what? 20 minutes? Almost 20 minutes. We got 184 likes. Now see, come on now. We supposed to be praising the Most High God. I ain't looking for your praise. I don't want you praising me. But then you don't validate me because you like the screen or you don't like the screen. But I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to remind you of who you are. I'm trying to let you know that God has not given up on you. I might not sound like your preacher or your saint or your Bible scholar, but I'm me. I'm who God called me to be. You see what I'm saying? And if he led you to me, all praise to the Most High, but don't take it personal. I never asked you for anything. If I asked you to tap the screen, I'm sorry. But it was only for support. But that's all right. I let go and let God. Because as long as I'm doing what God want me to do, I don't have to worry what anybody else do. Understand what I'm saying now? I'm just trying to bless you. I'm just trying to help you. You see what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. You can't be afraid to look weak in front of the crowd. You can't be afraid to look lost in front of the crowd. You can't be afraid to be a fool for God when ain't nobody clapping for you and people calling you crazy. You can't be afraid to continue to stand up and speak. Huh? God is the one that pour into you. You see? So be a willing vessel to let God use you. It ain't about this world. If God tell you to turn away from the ways of the world and acknowledge him in all you do, and when you begin to apply that principle, when you begin to stand on living for the Most High, you may not be perfect. You may not get it all right. But guess what? He's renewing your mind. And you know where you used to be. You're not stumbling. You're not falling victim to captivity. You're not falling victim to lust or nothing. No sin can have you. No sin. God would not let you get comfortable in your sin. God would not leave you in your sin because you belong to him now. So the devil may come and attack you. The devil may come to get you down or to get you off course. But you belong to God now. So God will always will you back in. You see, he will always will you back in and give you that brand new start. Because he come that you may have life more abundantly. And that don't mean you willingly do things that you know that's not right. Just like when you go to work or you out and about, you got people being rude. You know it ain't right, but two wrongs don't make it right. So that's why God continue to give you strength. God continue to fight for you. God continue to give you the obedience, to give you the heart, to give you the patience to deal with people. That's why when you be feeling overwhelmed and you be feeling like, enough is enough, I'm tired, it just seemed like God just blow on you and give you a second wind. You know what I'm saying? Give you another, give you another chance. He reminds you that it's okay. You're on the right path. Keep fighting the good fight of faith. Keep fighting the good fight of love. Yeah, they may be looking at you like you weak or you ain't got it all or you crazy or you alone or you seeking attention or you seeking approval or validation. That's all right. You got a purpose and you didn't get this far by people validating you. You got this far by people rejecting you, people ignoring you, people isolating you, people trying to criticize you and minimize you. You didn't get this far to get this far and doubt yourself. Forget the power that God placed in you. He trying to get me convicted for a serious crime. I saw all the evidence. He destroyed my trailer. But God gonna work that out. Don't worry about it. Especially if you know you're innocent. Trust God. Easily said than done, but when you the one going through it, it ain't that easy as somebody saying it's gonna be okay or get over it. So, like I said, keep the faith. If you know that you're innocent, don't worry about it. When things are out of your control, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't feed into the negativity. Don't even focus on it. Don't even give it your time and energy. You see what I'm saying? That's what the devil be wanting. That's why the devil want us to turn our hard code and want us to be bitter and want us to want something that don't belong to us, because that causes you stress. And when the enemy come for you, you go to God about it. You know they disrespected you. You know they lied on you. You know that wasn't right. But guess what? God What is it that why has you got me going through this? What you want me to get out of this? Do I need to forgive that person? Do I need to, what you want me to do, Father? You know, they wrong me, Lord. I forgive them for they know not what they do. But Father, don't let me go out like this. Continue to give me strength, Lord. Continue to give me insight and show me how. What's up, Marquita? You know, how you doing, sir? Welcome, welcome. You know, continue to give me strength and show me how to deal with this evil. Father, you did not give me a spirit of fear, you know, but you gave me a sound mind. So, Father God, help me to operate in that sound mind. Help me to stay focused on you, Lord. You know, that's why we have to be careful what we hear. Be careful what we seeing, what we listen to, who we talking to. I forgave them for everything. I pray that God blesses them. Of course he will. He's going to bless them and he's going to convict them once you let go. He's going to convict them that they was wrong. And he's going to begin to work on their hearts and he's going to begin to correct them. So you got to understand, when you living for the Most High and you doing his will, you doing right by people, you watching what you say, you watching how you talk, watch how you carry yourself. When they begin to plot on you and allow the devil to use them, they only reversing the roles for later to come back and destroy them. So that's why we pray for our enemies, because we know God don't play about us and he ain't gonna let no one harm us. So no, don't get tired. Don't get tired of doing what's right. Don't get tired of showing love. Stop giving all this attention to these evil beings, to these wicked witches and warlocks. Stop giving all your attention to this world. Start giving your attention to people that's being rude to you, people that's being chaotic. That's the only time they got something to say is when they talking destruction. They can't make no sense. They can't hold a conversation about peace. So you and them are not the same. So stop trying to make something work that ain't meant to work. God may be trying to get you up out that situation, but you holding out. And if he don't physically deliver you, he's trying to mentally deliver you, because you got work to do. You got to get back up. You got to stand up and stay up and wake up and get back in the fight. It ain't too late. It ain't about this programming or technology or AI trying to program you. It ain't about TikTok and YouTube. It ain't about the likes. What you doing it for? You know what I'm saying? Is you really trying to help somebody? Is you really trying to save a soul? Is you really allowing God to use you, or you making it about you? You becoming selfish, so now you think that pain belongs to you when somebody hurts you. No, because that pain always leaves you. And if somebody projecting pain, you are helping them relieve that pain because it don't stick to you. So that pain don't belong to you. And you got to understand, the way God created you was to conquer pain, was to endure pain. He'll never leave you in pain. He'll never leave you in shame. And that's why your haters always looking for you to suffer, looking for you to give up. But then every time you turn around, it seems like God always be right there smiling like, yeah, I told you I was going to keep on feeding you in front of your haters. I told you I was going to keep on preparing your dinner table. See, they left you back there, but then once they looked up, now I shot you all the way up there. And you ain't even know it, you know? But all praises to the Most High God, because I'm thankful for the rejection and the pain and you know, all the heartbreaks and, you know, all the times where I was insecure. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that God allowed me to go through those type of situations early, because now I can stand alone. And now I don't take it personal when God revealed somebody's spirit to me, when he showed me how they move and he showed me they don't like me. It ain't got nothing to do with me, because I don't look like what I've been through. You don't know my pain, you don't know my struggle, so I can't identify with your confusion, with your drama. You don't know me like that, so get back. You see what I'm saying? See, we give people the power to harm us. We giving love, but we not protecting the love. See what I'm saying? You gotta protect that love. See, if God invested within your life to spare your life and to keep you out of harm's way when you know you should have been dead, come on, you owe God. You don't owe no. You gotta stop thinking you God in people's life. Stop thinking you supposed to save people when they are stiff-necked and they are unwilling to open up to you. They don't see you for who God called you. How you know your mission ain't already done? How you know what God put you in that person's life, you ain't already done it? It ain't about how you feel. It ain't about you being hurt. It ain't about what they done to you. Did you get the message? Did you get what God was sending your way? See, God is trying to remind you and let you know that you are somebody. He needs you. He needs you to get back focused. He needs you to start waking up praising him more. Start acknowledging him more. Start taking a moment even more. Stop thinking that you on your own to where you got to fix it. You can't be in 10, 20 places at one time. You just one person. You see what I'm saying? So, love kill a multitude of sin. That's where we get our strength from. That's where we get our health from, is when we showing love. When we showing love and when we operating in love. Now, I never said, people don't do the most or Satan don't use people to trigger you. That's a true statement. But at the same time, come on now, you came too far to start wandering off, to start giving up and just accepting the bare minimum. No, that's how you made it this far, because you're not bowing to this world. You're not bowing to money. You're not bowing to powers. You clothed in your right mind. That's why God be rocking with you, because he see how you rocking with him. But then Satan's job is to make you feel like God have cut you off, or make you feel sinful, like you can't be forgiven. So you get hard on yourself and you can't forgive yourself for not knowing. You can't forgive yourself for what people took you through. You can't forgive yourself because somebody broke your heart and you trusted them. That ain't your fault. That's why you gotta stay as a child. Don't put that weight on yourself talking about I'm grown. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I pay my own bills. Okay, thank God for that. But then don't walk around like you got an X on your chest. Don't walk around like you better than somebody. You should be even more loving because God has opened doors for you, or he has blessed you. He has shown you favor. He giving you things that you want and things that you need. Come on now. You should be ready to fight. And it ain't about the things that he gave you, but he's showing you it's not about what I can do for you. It's about who I am. Come on now, leave me alone. It's about who I am. It's about who he is in your life. And you can't let look now, go on. You can't let nobody come in between your relationship with the Most High God. Sometimes you got to be quiet. God know what you're going through. God know you under attack. God know what's going on. God knew you was going to be in that situation before you got in that situation. You see? But it was all a test. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So it was all a test, Let the dogs out. All right. I saw you up here before, so. All right. It was all a test. Satan's trying to make me think my worship. Oh. Thought they were coming for me. All right. I like dogs, but when I don't know them, it can be a little scary. So yeah, just said there's a dog out. Right. Satan is trying to make me think my worship is forced. Just said it's a dog out. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening. You know, you said, what you say, Tabitha? Satan is trying to make me think my worship is forced. You know, y'all, we have to stop worrying about the things we can't control, about the things we can't change. People will take your kindness for weakness, and you know, people will mistreat you, you know, and they may not know what they doing. They may not know that they making you feel a way, you know, but you have to be able to see past the confusion and keep God on your side. Like, you don't let no one interfere with your with your relationship, with your connection with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You don't let nobody destiny swap with you like you need them to hear from God. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to be all right because God ain't never left you in a situation, in a battle, without having your back. You know, you might have to go through it for a minute. You may be like, Lord, when are you going to deliver me out of this? But best believe he with you every step of the way. You know what I'm saying? That's why you keep, you get the victory. That's why you win. That's why you come out on top. That's why you still clothed in your right mind and you don't get what they want you to get. You see what I'm saying? They think you deserve a great punishment, or they think you deserve to suffer, or you deserve to be poor, or you deserve to be a beggar or living in lack. But no, God said different. You see what I'm saying? So, I understand it get hard, y'all. I understand you get discouraged sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like you're on an island by yourself and people just being negative towards you, people just being evil towards you. And you like, Lord, I'm just trying to show them love. I'm just trying to do your will. But see, Satan don't like that. So you can't take it personal like they doing something to you. You have to know that God. Oh, thank you, Days Wits. I appreciate the love. You say I've been tapping so much my finger hurt. See what I'm saying? That's all we need is one. We just need that one supporter, that one person to show us they care. You see what I'm saying? God would always send you that one. You see? But I thank all y'all for tapping the screen and just being present and I hope that I'm speaking something to enlighten your day, you know what I'm saying, or to make your day better and remind you that you are loved. God do love you. Jesus love you. You know what I'm saying? You're not on your own. You're not by yourself. You know? Don't harden your heart. You know, don't harden your heart, and don't let people that's how you pronounced it. Days with SAS. Okay. Let me see. I got you. I needed to hear this. Hear his. God bless you. Amen, Miss Mary. Short for sassy. Oh, okay, Days. I got you. Days with sassy. Okay. Yeah, y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's like, don't forget those times where you didn't have it, where you went without, where you didn't have air conditioning, where you didn't have a car, you didn't have money, you didn't have support, you didn't have love, you didn't have people to show you they care, you didn't have people doing things for you. See, you went through all of that, even though the devil tried to stop you, and he's still trying to stop you, but you went through all of that, and look at you now. They tried to stop you, but look at you now. Look at how God continued to carry you through the storm. So now you ain't got to be mad at nobody. You ain't got to be thinking backwards, or you don't owe nobody.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It ain't about you switching up or acting funny or acting different. You have advanced. You have grown. You see? That's what I'm talking about, Days. Appreciate that. Come on, y'all. Let's get the likes up. I notice sometimes when I ask, sometimes when I'm laughing, I be like, hey, y'all, tap the screen. People be feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm asking for money or something. You know? And you know what I'm saying? I gotta get up out of that. I gotta go higher than that. You see what I'm saying? Because people look for weaknesses and they want to feed off your insecurities. And you know, so I'm gonna get at the God. You know what I'm saying? Because God is good. And that's what I'm saying. It ain't about trying to please people, or get them to like you, Even though you got a good heart, you learning to protect that good heart. You learning to protect that good peace. I love to help people, but you ain't gonna use me and abuse me. You ain't finna get a fast come up. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, y'all, not to switch it up, but I'm just saying, people be doing the most though. You know what I'm saying? You just be trying to live your life, do right by people, and mind your business. People get upset with that. They be feeling some type of way. What you say? Well, I told two people on TikTok that I'm homeless, and they blocked me. God does not like. Well, it's not about you saying you're homeless, because if you're homeless, you ask for help, but you don't broadcast it on somebody live, because it's like it's a time for that. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, like you could have inboxed me or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But like I don't like that either. I don't like when somebody come into my live and they don't even support my live, or they don't even show up for the lives, but then they'll be like, hey, I'm homeless. Can you send this to my cash app? Or like, come on now. Come on now. This ain't that. Don't be doing that, nah. You don't just pop up on somebody live and start trolling like give me money or I'm homeless. Like, come on now. Ask for help. People gotta see that you helping yourself. But anyway, you know, so that's what we signed up for, on this journey to suffer. You know what I'm saying? To help people. Don't let this world silence you. This world will never validate you. I don't care if you don't get the $1 million, if you don't get the dream car, the dream house, if you don't have the money in the bank, you don't have the husband or the wife you want, if you don't have a happy family. Guess what? Be happy that God woke yourself up this morning. Be happy. I appreciate you, Days. Be happy that God is with you this morning. I mean, God woke you up, and he's still with you. You know what I'm saying? Don't be feeling no type of way when things don't go your way. This world wasn't meant to validate you or fulfill you. Come on now, we're in a spiritual war. You know, this is amen, Tabitha. That's make me happy. He gave me breath. Exactly, it's the small things, y'all. We too grown to be arguing with grown people about petty things when you can just say yes or no or yay or nay. Like, come on now. Come on, life too short to be linking up with people that's miserable. People that ain't got nothing going on. They envious of you because you trying to better yourself and you want to better yourself. They feel like the sky's the limit, but you reaching for the stars. Come on now. Come on now. You gotta quit playing with yourself like you don't know you're in a spiritual war. You keep thinking you your body. You're not your body. You're not how you feel. You're not your sickness. You're not your headache. You're not none of that. You know? You're not who people say you are. They really don't know you. Because they hating on you too hard. They don't want to get close. They don't want to get to know you because of your anointing. So now, it's all good. People gonna feel how they feel. People gonna think what they think. They gonna say what they say. But that's all right. You keep living your life. You know? You keep doing what God put you here to do. You see what I'm saying? Because if you dead or alive, people still gonna talk about you. And if you doing right or wrong, people still gonna talk about you. And as long as you losing, people are happy to come around you. But when you start winning, when you start doing good for yourself, when you don't have a care in the world, even if you got a care in the world, but you know how to carry yourself now to where you ain't making it nobody problem, people are always gonna have a problem with you because you unbothered with their chaos and with their confusion. Appreciate you, Dark Skin Q. Thanks for the peppers. You know what I'm saying? So, if anything, keep your faith. You know what I'm saying? God is not dead. God is not mocked. God is not a man that he should lie. You see what I'm saying? God ain't punishing you. We all got a choice. God gonna be with you, but we got a choice. We got a choice to do the right thing. To do right when people are doing wrong by you. It's a choice. God may not come when you want him, but he always on time. It's a choice. It's a choice when you tell God yes and you choose to serve him. He began to bring people your way. You begin to turn away from the ways of the world. You get convicted. You know right from wrong. You see somebody in pain and you're willing to help them out of that pain. Even if they done something wrong to you. Even if they harmed you or hurt you or disrespected you. It hurt you. But you let go and gave it to God. And you didn't harden your heart. You see? So that's the difference between you and the people that come up against you. You're not provoking a fight. They are. You trying to bring peace. They bringing chaos. That's the difference. You see? You always gonna be at war with evil as long as you fighting. You always gonna have something to try to pull you down. You always gonna have some type of distraction. And instead of like, it's okay to love people and treat people how you want to be treated, but stop trusting people to where you think they can do you no harm. Stop thinking like that. When you begin to think people are blameless and perfect, you setting yourself up for failure. Of course, God put people in our life to help us and remind us. But at the same time, too much of anything to kill you. You have to take that time out for God. You have to spend time with God. You have to acknowledge God. I don't care. You know, I don't care what people say. Can't nobody put you in heaven or hell. Can't nobody determine your faith walk or your destiny with the Most High God. You know, can't nobody tell you, well, God ain't with you, or God ain't gonna help you no more, or God ain't gonna. Man, look, they not your God. Now, if they saying some things that you can relate to, then be corrected. You know what I'm saying? Correct it. Take the correction, but you don't let nobody discourage you as if you can't talk to God yourself. Like, I need to go through you in order for me to get to God, or I need to go through you so I can feel better about myself. No, you can remind me, but it's up to me to choose to love me. It's up to me to choose my happiness, to choose my peace. You see what I'm saying? We got to begin to let the positive outweigh the negative. We got to celebrate that one person that supports you rather than 100 people that's watching you. Support that one. Thank God for that one. Show up for that one. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about love. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be all right. That wish, we almost at 10,000. That wish. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I thank y'all for helping me get the likes up, y'all. And that's what it's about. Iron sharpen iron. Reach one, teach one. You know what I'm saying? Everything gonna be all right. You know, we got to stay in the fight. We got to stay in the light. We got to continue to do what's right, even when it's hard. Continue to forgive. Don't let that money control you, because God is the one that's pouring that money into your hand. Don't be afraid to help somebody. Don't be afraid to bless somebody. You're going to get it back. You see what I'm saying? You're going to get it back. Money ain't everything. Money is a tool. You worth more than money. You worth more than silver and gold. You got something on the inside of you that you don't even understand. You don't even understand. You don't even understand. You know, you're a blessing to be a blessing. You're a blessing to be a blessing. God didn't give you a spirit of fear. If you ain't around her bothering nobody, why you worrying about what they gonna do to you? Why you worried about they outnumbering you? Oh, we at 10K. We at 10K. Appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I appreciate that. That's wits. I appreciate it. You say you're gonna get me up to 10K. I thank you for that motivation and inspiration. You know, that's what it's about, y'all. Pouring into one another, supporting one another. You see what I'm saying? One of those gangs members said, "Why ain't God protecting you? He doesn't love you." One of those gang members said, "Why ain't God protecting you? He doesn't love you." Well, it's a faith thing. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes people fold under pressure, and a lot of people can't handle pressure because they don't have the Most High. I ain't gonna lie. Like the things that I done been through, if I didn't have God with me, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be able to come on here and talk because of the things I've been through. It'll be overwhelming. So, yeah, people think you ain't been through nothing. They think you got it good. They think you weak and you ain't struggling with nothing. You got it all figured out, but they couldn't last a mile in your footsteps. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know what God did delivered you from. All they do is talk and spectate and assume. You know, they ain't never trying to they ain't trying to indulge. They rather watch you from a distance and falsely accuse you. You see? They know you gotta have some type of strength to carry yourself the way you carry yourself. But that go without saying. So they make sure they don't let that come out their mouth. But that's all right. You don't need their approval or their validation. You know, you don't need that. You know what you've been through. You know it wasn't easy. You know if it wasn't for the Most High God, you wouldn't be able to be the way that you are. You know, you wouldn't be able to turn the other cheek. You wouldn't be able to pray for somebody that you know that don't like you. You wouldn't be able to hear what God is saying and still be in the presence of that person if it wasn't for God telling you about that person. See, your faith is getting stronger. You are getting you are rising in your faith. You see what I'm saying? You rising in your faith because you beginning to see the forces of evil around you, and you beginning to go to God about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're not allowing chaos and confusion to lead you. That's because you understand now. You secure now. You understand who you are, and you understand the way you walk. And the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you move, the way you show up, the way you smile, the way you play, the way you approach, the way you acknowledge people is all with a purpose. When you wake up out the bed, you're doing it on purpose. When you brush your teeth, you're doing it on purpose. When you turn in the other cheek, you're doing it on purpose. When you're telling people you love them, you're doing it on purpose. When you forgiving people for they know not what they do, you're doing it on purpose. So how can the devil get you out your purpose when you got too many gifts, too many talents? You see what I'm saying? That's gonna overwhelm and overthrow the devil every time. Because while the devil expecting you to show your hand, yeah, you might have showed your hand this way, but guess what? You got a whole nother hand that the devil ain't never seen. And as long as you are staying humble and you giving God thanks and you praising him, for every day that you wake up, you're going to be all right. God didn't give you a spirit of fear. You ain't got to be afraid of the arrows that's thrown by you day by day. You see? Speak life over your situation. Speak life over yourself. You know? Thank you, Tabitha. You know, don't let this world silence you. Don't let this world make you feel small, like you're not good enough, because you're not where you want to be. Keep trying, because you're not where you used to be. And you're not who you used to be. So don't let nobody look boy you or look girl you or belittle you or bully you out your position. People want you to give up. People want you to quit. They don't want to help you. They want to make matters worse for you because they hope that you give up. Why they worrying about you so much? Oh, you stealing all the attention. You see what I'm saying? Like, people always gonna have something to say, no matter if you're doing good or you're doing bad. See, I'd rather people talk to me the most when I'm struggling, when I'm going through something. You see what I'm saying? Don't come talking to me, draining me when I'm peaceful and happy, bringing me chaos and confusion. You knew you was finna attack me before you came towards me because you didn't like the light. You didn't like the peace. You didn't like the glow. You didn't like the smile. You didn't like the demeanor. You didn't like the way I move with a purpose. So you had purpose to come and silence me or disturb me. But guess what? God got purpose to open my eyes to see you coming to disturb me. Now, I gotta intentionally and purposely resist you. And I can't charge it to your heart, but I'm gonna charge it to your head. I ain't gonna charge it to your heart because you don't know no better. And you gotta renew your mind. But see, if I make it about me and be selfish, then I take it personal when you insult me or you call me out my name or you say things to me that you know that ain't right. You see, you know you getting tougher and stronger when people begin to assault you or say things about you and it don't bother you. You have another understanding. That's not who I am. That's not my identity. You can call me everything but a child of God, but that don't mean I'm going to give you the response that you want. That don't mean I'm going to give you the reaction that you want. That's all these devils want, is a reaction. They want your validation. They want to invalidate you while you validate them. But they say they doing what? They doing God's will? They working for the Most High God? Okay. All right. Right on. Show you right. You see? So it's gonna be all right. And everything happened for a reason. Don't be afraid to live life. Don't be afraid to lose. Don't be afraid to win. Don't be afraid to start over. Don't be afraid to let go. You know? Because it's always a cycle. You gotta start. You gotta begin. I mean, you gotta start. You got the middle, and you got an ending. You always gonna be going through a storm, coming out of a storm, or you at the end, in the middle of a storm. And you always growing. Tomorrow gonna be a new day. Tomorrow is gonna be another day for you to make better. Tomorrow is gonna be another day for you to get better. That don't mean you're not gonna have attacks. You know, that don't mean the devil not gonna attack and try to make you feel some type of way. But that just means when you are aware, you know how it's coming. They are working for Satan. Anyone who can do what they do is not human. They do really mean things. Exactly. So it's the spirit in that person. And that's why we pray for that person and we allow God to use us concerning that person, and we stop trying to fight that person because we angry or we upset or they fighting us. And not telling you what to do, but God sees that. And Satan don't like that. See, Satan uses them to trigger you in hopes that you say something back to run them away. But see, when you willing them in with love and you turn the other cheek and you being peaceful and you not throwing stone for stone, you have your father smiling like, okay, I know it hurt you, my child, but I can work with that. You know, I can work with you turning the other cheek and you letting them have the last word and you being a bigger person. You bringing peace even though they being chaotic. You speaking soft even though they yelling. I can work with that. You be making your father proud while the devil be mad. No, we ain't gonna get no reward from this world. No, you ain't finna get no validation. You gonna have to take what you want. How you take what you want? By being obedient, by suffering, by treating others how you want to be treated, by serving others. It ain't about you. It ain't about you. Every day you go to work, you got to work for the Most High God. It ain't about that money. It ain't about them showing you favor or I got it going on. No, God is the reason you got it going on. Now, how long you going to keep God on hold before you recognize and realize he is the one that's blessing you? Now, it ain't about you pleasing people or catering to people, but don't forget where you come from. Don't forget where you come from to be able to help somebody else in their time of need. Like you just all holier than thou. Like you just saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, and you ain't got a care in the world. Humble yourself. Remember where you came from and help those people that God bringing in your life. It ain't about you being blessed and abundant. You feel even better when you ain't got money. When you ain't got to put gas in the car. When you let go of things of the world. You feel better when you give that person $20, $30, $40, $50. I don't know, whatever God put on your heart. But it ain't about you winning in life. Yes, it's good to have things to where your needs are met. But it ain't about you winning all the time. It ain't about you having a good day all the time. It ain't about you having peace all the time. God wants you to fight because he's making you tougher. God didn't invest all that in you for you to ball it up and just say, ooh, I'm self-made. Can't nobody shake me. Can't nobody break me. Okay, you're going to learn today. You know, what you say? Thank you, Yahshua. I needed this. Bless you. Amen, Miss Mary. Tabitha, he had all my social media accounts hacked, but TikTok, I'm locked out. Start over. Pray about it. Pray that he do the right thing to give it back to you. But if not, do what you got to do. File the reports. Let them know that you don't own that account. You know, use your resources. Don't just take it. Fight back. But don't harden your heart because God got it. Everything is working together for your good. What the devil meant for your bad, God turning around and use it for your good. You're going to get the last laugh and you're going to get the last word. Because while the devil thinking he taking something from you, God is giving you something. You see what I'm saying? It's all about how we think about it. It's all about how we give it our attention and how we give it our focus. You see what I'm saying? I know it don't feel good, but you got to be able to take a loss. But that don't mean you just take the loss and take the loss. But you take that loss after you done tried and tried and tried. And you say, you know what, okay, this is out of my control. I've done everything I can. I'm letting it go. And let it go. You know? That's right. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Maybe you can call TikTok and inform them about who that person is that's hacking your stuff and jamming everything. You know what I'm saying? Let them know who he was to you because that ain't right. You know, that's evil. That's jealousy. That's control. That's manipulative. That's a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, that just want to control you. Want to tell you what to do, want to have you in the palm of their hands. Keep serving God, y'all. Don't go backwards. Don't begin to forget about your purpose. Don't do that. Keep serving God. So we got um no, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna put nobody on blast. I'm gonna let y'all relax. I was gonna call some people out. Not some people, but anyway, I don't know who's watching right now, but I know it's 16 of us, and it keep dropping as I speak. But it's all good. Um, so I appreciate y'all for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and end this live, y'all. It's not TikTok, it's other social media account. He controlled me for 8 years. But see, those 8 years that he controlled you, those were the best days of your life. Cause watch, once you heal from that and God remove you from that, you're gonna see why God took you through that. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna see why God didn't get you out of it sooner. So enough with all of this. I wasted 8 years or 15. No, you didn't. You didn't waste. Because God was with you every step of the way. It was meant to be. We can't control our future, y'all. We just make better choices and decisions. We don't know who gonna come into our life and help us or harm us. We don't know. But we gotta keep the faith. We can't be afraid to live and let die. Come on now. Come on now. Thank you for your message. It's caused me to have a Thank you for your message. It caused me to have an addiction to pills. And just keep praying, Tabitha. Keep praying about it and pray for that person. And don't be afraid. God ain't gonna leave you, and God ain't gonna let the devil win. But you can't let the devil win by giving in to fear and giving in to doubt. You gotta understand you is not of this world. So everything of this world will try to get you attached and get you to doubt yourself and to doubt God, because God still works miracles and wonders. God still got the whole world in his hand, and God is still in control of everybody on this planet, in the galaxy, in the soul, and everything else, the universe, the stars. Come on now. You said, thank you for this word. I needed that. All praise to the Most High. Amen. I'm not on pills now. Amen, Tabitha. That's good. That's good. And that's right. That's what evil will do. That's why God tell us, to seek him first. Don't just jump into something. But sometimes we be hard-headed. Sometimes we want to love somebody that don't love us back. God telling us no, we telling God yes. God saying let go, and we like, nope, I'm going to run to him. I can save him. I can help him. God like, look, I helped you. I saved you because you wanted me to. I just can't force them to change because you want them to. They got to want it. All right, y'all, I'm getting up off here. All praise to the Most High. You want to get your lessons outside of school? Get rid of the drugs. Stay away from the in crowd. Get close to God. Y'all can find this on my YouTube at Chosen I See You. Give me a day or two to upload it, maybe tonight. But y'all can find me on YouTube at Chosen I See You. Once we get off the live, y'all can stop over there and subscribe if you don't mind. Like a video, share a video, comment on a video. If something resonate with you, or you know somebody that's going through something, stop over there on my page at Chosen I See You and share it to somebody you might know. All right, y'all. I thank y'all for stopping through. Thank for the likes, the shares, and comments. Y'all stay blessed. Keep God first, and stay in the fight. Don't give up. Don't accept defeat. Peace.